Every dawn, when the first golden rays slipped through the emerald leaves, Squeaky, the tiny squirrel, would be the first to stir. His fur was the color of cinnamon bark, his eyes bright as dew. He would scamper to the edge of his little oak branch, stretch his arms to the rising sun, and squeak a cheerful greeting to the world. "Good morning, day. Let's see what wonders you bring." Each morning was a promise to Squeaky, a fresh chance to work, to laugh, to live. The crisp air filled him with excitement as he darted across the forest floor, gathering acorns, berries, and seeds. Winter was whispering through the woods, its chill creeping closer each day, but Squeaky was undeterred. He worked with tireless paws and an eager heart, but not everyone shared his cheer. From a burrow beneath an ancient maple tree came the low, gravelly grumble of Barnaby the Badger. Old, scarred, and perpetually scowling, Barnaby would watch Squeaky with a snort. "There he goes again," Barnaby muttered. "That silly squirrel, always running about like joy itself, pays the bills. What's the point of smiling when life just gets harder?" Squeaky would only pause, twitch his whiskers, and beam. "Morning to you, Barnaby. Isn't it a lovely day?" "Lovely?" Barnaby scoffed. "It's cold, the ground's hard, food's scarce. You'll see, Squeaky. Hope doesn't fill your belly when the snow comes." But Squeaky would simply nod and carry on, his tiny paws clutching another acorn to stash in his tree. "Maybe not," he said softly, "but it fills my heart, and that helps me work better." Barnaby just rolled his eyes. Days passed. Frost began to dust the leaves like powdered sugar. The wind grew sharp. Yet every morning, Squeaky rose before the sun, whispering thanks for the light, for the trees, for the gift of another day to try again. He hummed as he worked, little songs that seemed to make the forest brighter somehow. The other woodland creatures noticed. The robins chirped along with him. The rabbits smiled when they saw him pass. Even the old maple tree seemed to sway a little happier when Squeaky scampered by. Then one day, a terrible storm rolled in. The sky roared, rain lashed the forest, and the wind tore through the trees. Squeaky's nest shook, and many of his precious acorns scattered across the muddy ground. When morning came, his stores were half gone. Squeaky stood among the wreckage, his little heart heavy. For a moment, just one, he wanted to cry. But then he looked up. The sky was clearing, the sun was rising again, birds were singing. Timid but real, the forest was still alive. He took a deep breath. "It's all right," he whispered. "I can start again." And he did. Hour by hour, day by day, Squeaky worked even harder, humming his morning song once more. Barnaby, watching from his burrow, couldn't help but notice. "You lost nearly everything," he grumbled. "Why aren't you angry? Why don't you just give up?" Squeaky turned and smiled. "Because, Barnaby, I still have today, and that's enough." For a long time, Barnaby said nothing. But that evening, as the sky turned pink and gold, he trudged out of his burrow with a few old nuts he'd stored long ago. He dropped them beside Squeaky's tree. "Storms spared these," he mumbled. "Might as well put them to use." Squeaky's eyes shone. "Thank you, Barnaby. The forest feels warmer already." The badger tried to scowl, but it softened into a small, reluctant smile. And that winter, when snow blanketed the forest and the trees slept in silence, two unlikely friends shared warmth and food beneath the roots of the old oak. Squeaky would tell stories about spring and sunshine, and Barnaby would listen quietly and sometimes even chuckle. For though the world outside was cold, something gentle had bloomed inside them both. And every dawn, even in the depths of winter, Squeaky would still whisper to the light, "Good morning, day. Let's see what wonders you bring."